style, yeah. Chanel reptile player. On Mars, gotta get the grace of the God. 3 rock stars, nobody seeing the gang on guard. Superstars out. Brand new cars. We by the bar now. Swaying doors now. Now smash. Shots and goals. Rock the shows. Big bang rolls. Cash. Now she go. For the team. Now she don't ski. Splash. Think about posting up on the ground, man. Delete her. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers. Think about posting up on the ground, man. Delete her. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers.
I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I'm gonna hold it down, I swear. I roll up and I'm smelling like a right now. I do this for my rounds.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Oakland Raiders. The stadium itself might be a bit newer, but it's a rivalry that still burns hot. And here we go, the Battle of the Bay from Santa Clara. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. The tackle there by Richard Sherman.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From the gun now on third down, Carr. And he fires one, but incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And it's caught by Saleh. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open. He finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
One, Omaha. I got you. Here we go. Hurry up. Go ahead. 21.
Here's Coleman. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Black 80. 11.
On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. He's going to air one out. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gold now out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, that the whole month of December is still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Carr to throw on second down. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And a quick slant gets exactly 10. And by the nose of the football, they've got a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Carr. Now he's going to go deep down the left. It's caught inside the 25. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10, right at the 30. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Now the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Dancing to his left. He's airing it out. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. A big play there for the Niners. 51 yards. If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
And the sense I got from it, and I think you did as well, they weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time and effort into it because getting points is paramount. Doesn't matter what you do otherwise, don't leave the red zone without putting points on the board.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. George Kittle, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6. Now Gold for the extra point. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Gold now out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a play fake. Carr. They'll roll him out right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Hooked by Tavarius Moore. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
Like 20, like 80, 12.
Now a play fake, Garoppolo. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations. But a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
10 more there and another first down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Second and goal from the 1. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run with McKinnon. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll bring up 4th down. And Gold is able to put it through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. From the gun, it's Carr. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 3rd down. Shotgun now for Carr. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a 1st down for him, too.
And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
637. 93.
From the gun on 3rd down. Carr, and he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Von Miller in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
12.
Snap comes at 1. Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. 2 minutes remain here in the 1st half. My good friend Charles and I right back at you after this. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
11.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
On third and long, it's Garoppolo. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. On second down, here's Carr. Flush to his right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Raiders on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. To throw, it's Carr. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On first down, Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely has been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. A really nice gain of 25 yards. The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. 1st and 10 at the 19. Into the red zone, it's Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. The kick by Carlson is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10.
6. Black 80. 180.
Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. Left side, Williams. We have hit halftime. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
Now McKinnon. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, that's the desired outcome coming out here in the second half of being able to run the football and establish a little bit of pace and maybe even a bit of dominance at the line of scrimmage. And they want that to continue. Way too early to think about this being ball control time. But the way they're running it, you got to think they may want to continue that and see if they can go ahead and grind their opponents into submission.
A gain of 32 that time. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Garoppolo on first down. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 more on that one and another first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
11.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And the lead will grow by 1 more. Gold now out to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Down. 185. 24. 93. 93. Later 2.
Carr going to try and throw on third down, eluding the pressure right. And he locates Luke Wilson. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. On third down, that is a big-time play for the Raiders. And even 40 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Get down. Get down.
Carr now on 1st down. His throw caught at about the 5. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
You're mine. Down. You're
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They come out here in the eye.
694. Later 1. Why down?
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Raiders are back within a score. And he puts it through. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Here again is McKinnon. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The Niners on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Garoppolo to his tight end Kittle for a Niner first down. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. This is Breida, and an alley to run. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that goal, and he's going to be grabbed and pulled down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That goes for a gain of 31.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory. I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Gold now out to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Second and 10 now from the 27. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, 2nd year, even more success. A pick 6 for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. Gold now out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right? Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Carr again here on 2nd and 10. He finds an opening past the 40. This is caught by Antonio Brown. First catch for the NFL's leader in receiving yards a year ago, and a first down.
If he's their best threat on offense, he's your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down.
Hey, go. Get set. 808. 93.
Carr now on first down. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Carr will try it again on second down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he coughed it up. And this is going to be 49er football.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
11.
After the fumble recovery, it's Garoppolo. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback, get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Carr to throw on second down. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now Carr under pressure again, and down he goes again.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Here now, Johnny Townsend as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one. Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo.
And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Play action. Garoppolo. Now he's going to let it go deep. Back up. And got his man. Complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. Garoppolo able to find Goodwin for a big one. 53 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Over the middle, he's got Tyrell Williams. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
these guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Garoppolo now, first down throw. His throw incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Garoppolo to try again on second down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and just like that, it's third down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Toss play to McKinnon. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
Down. You ready? 6-18.
Throwing again. Carr. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Here now, Johnny Townsend, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They didn't. This is caught inside the 15. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something.
He's got daylight. He's at the 50. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play that time for the Raiders. 45 yards. A great run, but, you know, this is probably where the offensive coordinator is saying, geez, we could have used a couple of these earlier in the game.
Hey, probably telling the head coach, well, talk to the run game coordinator about that. I just called the plays. We should have had this going right from the beginning.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool him on that play.
And he showcases the spin, a pretty good gain before he's taken down. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. From the gun, it's Carr. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Try and get it all back with one big shot right there, but even if successful, that doesn't get them all the way back to where they need to be. Can't totally abandon throwing the ball underneath as well.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. One final try now for Carr. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox.